All right, athletes, when we talk about the world is a gym, what are we really talking about? You hear me say it all the time. It's basically our mantra here. The world is a gym. I'm going to kind of break that down. It's going to be brief, but I would like to give an explanation for people who are new to the channel or have heard me say it a bunch of times but really don't understand what that means. And when I say the world is a gym, what I'm talking about is the ability to use your body to get outside, exercise, and be very functional in a way that you are not beholden to a particular company that provides a structure with exercise equipment within it. So, world is a gym. Imagine when we were kids. You couldn't afford a gym membership, and nor did you need one. You just went outside and you played, and you were part of the world around you, whether you were bike riding, whether you're just running at the park, jogging, swinging on the slides, any of those things, playing basketball. You just go to the park, kick a ball around. That was all exercise. And it was critical exercise. It was developing motor skills, muscle development, strength, balance, coordination, learning how to be a better teammate. All of these things are amazing examples of how the world is a gym. And then you get older, and somehow play seems to not be equated with growing up or maturing or adulthood. And that is nonsense. When we go to sporting events, we are watching grown adults play a game. And therefore, there's nothing wrong with that. If people can make millions of dollars, then we are just as good as low class, middle class, upper middle class. Any bracket should be able to go out and enjoy exercise. And it comes in a lot of different variations. Some people are getting exercise while they are at work. And that means you're construction workers. You're talking about people working in warehouses, nurses, doctors, people pushing, pulling, walking, exercising, moving their bodies throughout the course of the day. And in a lot of cases, I would dare say, it's like being part of an ultra marathon or exercise because you're doing it for 8, 10, 12 hours and sometimes even longer. Whereas our sports figures are doing it for a certain amount of time. Yes, they have practice, but we see them at a game and nobody's handing us Gatorades, nobody's fanning us. There's no timeout sometimes. So no slight, but just keep that in mind, guys. The body sometimes is already exercising. So that world is a gym sometimes when it's within your workspace. But I'm going to get back to what my point is: getting outside of just in your community, when you can practice situational awareness and you can be safe in your area. So don't go jogging at night if you don't know the area, or if there's a rough terrain, or there's just any imminent threats. We don't want to put ourselves in danger trying to prove a point. Now, this is where you can step outside in your backyard or on your front porch, do some jumping jacks, do some skipping rope, do some burpees. There's plenty of room, space, and I dare say opportunity. So the world is a gym. Now, practice situational awareness first and foremost. What are the benefits? Well, situational awareness allows us just to be safe. And so that's the first thing. And secondly, it's not about being safe from other people per se, but you don't want to be jogging out in the dark, step on a rock, twist your ankle, hurt something, fall, and then you have set your health and fitness back by not practicing situational awareness. But let's just look at time. That's our most valuable commodity. Time is our most valuable commodity, and we're not guaranteed an allotment of it. So when we're talking about time, most of the time, the workouts that we structure here and that you can structure for yourself, you can put into brackets of time. Now, what does that do for you? It allows you to say, I only have an extra 20 minutes here, or I'm studying, so I need 20 minutes just to take a quick break and reset my brain. So you have an exercise regimen set up for 20 minutes. And you can go and you can do that. Why? Because in a gym setting, you may have to wait for somebody else to finish that piece of equipment that you want. In a gym, you're going to have to go get to the gym. And so the travel time, whether it be by car, Uber, you ride your bike, you walk, you jog, what have you, it's still time taken to get there. And then you're talking about the expenditures. A gym membership costs money. Now, some places it's only $10 a month, but over time that adds up. And a lot of times these gyms are banking on you, their consumer, not to use your gym membership at a regular rate. And a lot of people don't, and they end up paying money for something they're not even using. So, what happens when you do it at home? You save that time, you save that money. And the money can also be in the gas, just the vehicle, whatever it is. If, like I said, if you take an Uber, there's a lot of ways that you are cutting corners and doing better for yourself. Not to mention, gyms have a fantastic way of getting people sick. It's not hard to, because in some of these gyms where they depend on you to wipe down the machinery, and you see that person who doesn't, well, there's sickness. It's flu season. And it's not just relegated to something like COVID or something like that, but you're also talking about staph infections as well. There's a great opportunity for those in public gyms. So you also have that to consider. And when you're just talking about being able to utilize what you need, we are the machinery. What the gym has is equipment. We are the machine. The gyms, everything that you see, all those machines are built off of how humans already move. So go move your own body outside of these gyms. You're not having to step into a building with recycled air and artificial light. Get outside in the sunshine, you move around your body, exercise a little bit, and you're getting sunshine. That is a double dose, not to mention the fresh air, or fresher air, I should say. So you have a lot of upsides to it. And again, once you're saving time and money, you're in a much better place. And those are just little bits of the world as a gym. Now, where can you go? Like I said, you can go to the park. You can start, even before you get to the park, you can step out into your own backyard, your own little porch. I don't have a large backyard, but I've got a porch area. Guys, basically where you're standing, you can absolutely exercise, depending on the exercise that you want to do. So you have standing squats, you have jumping jacks, you have push-ups, you have any sort of abdominal exercise as well. If you can find some place to hang off of, I have used the parking areas, and I will hang off of those for pull-ups if you wanted to do something on your back day. Plenty of opportunities, plenty of places. A lot of these parks have hills, so you can do something like a Stairmaster. What was a Stairmaster based off of? It's basically telling you to walk upstairs. If you can find a building that has stairs in it, or a public parking structure, there's so many places to be able to find and exercise. Now, those might take you out of your way, and you could say, well, I just go to a gym anyways. Yeah, you absolutely could. I'm not saying that the gym isn't part of the world, but what I'm saying is don't be so bent on I have to get to the gym. Going to the gym to exercise, thinking I have to get to the gym, is like saying I have to go to the bank to count my money. No, you don't. I have to go to the library to read this book. No, you don't. I have to go to whatever place it is that you worship in order to pray. No, you don't. You do those things in your home. You do those things in a variety of places, and you can do with your health and fitness as well. Any of those places are just structures that give you the idea of where that you can find the resources to do it. But any of those places, you can read anywhere, you can count your money anywhere, you can pray anywhere, and you can exercise anywhere. It's like saying I need to go to a restaurant to eat. No, you don't. You can eat anywhere, and you can prepare your food anywhere. So you have plenty of opportunities. And what's important about this message is there's so many people that don't know where to start, and a lot of people that feel very kind of intimidated or gun shy about going to a gym because, well, I'm out of shape and I don't want to, go in there and I'm not sure how to start. So you start at home. You start maybe with a friend, a family member, or even if you start by yourself, look it up online. How many things do we look up online for information? And we get recipes, we get dance steps, we get song lyrics, we get things for studying, things for our jobs, how to fix our car. Well, you're the most important vehicle that you own. You are the most important vehicle. That thing out in your driveway is always in a state of depreciation. You are always going to be a valued asset in your life. So make sure that you are learning how to maintain your own upkeep first. So there are plenty of ways, plenty of places to search. Ask people that you know who you already know to be in fitness. Where did they start, or what did they recommend? Before you go hiring a trainer, there's a lot of free information out there. I like to think that we have some of that here at Impact Athletics Association, so feel free to hit your subscribe, hit the like, DM on the Instagram. There's so many ways to reach out to people, and you can just ask in the live chats as well. So The world is a gym. And that's what we mean by that. And there's so many ways to appreciate that. And you have so many different areas. So you can go to a pool, you can go to a lake. Like you, if you swim or just want to splash around in the water, again, just moving the body. The body doesn't know if it's in a gym, if it's on a construction site, if it's, playing a game. It just knows it's been exercised and it's been treated well because it's cardiovascular, it's circulatory. Like all of those things have been tested. The muscular, the skeletal, all of those systems have been really kind of awakened. So we want to make sure that we're doing that for our bodies on a regular basis because it is important for longevity, a good longevity of life. And you may not have to feel like you have to do a whole lot, and you generally don't. Doctors, I think, will say a 20-minute walk. So 20-minute walk, if that's what you want to start with, that's great. And let that be the thing that you start with. Let that be where you keep going day in, day out, and say, okay, now I want to do a little bit more, do a little bit more. Let's explore not only just this walk, let's walk over there. Let's start to jog. Like then the world becomes your gym. And that's how you can really start on your path. Another thing is creating like your own weights. A lot of you guys will see the shoulder workouts I will do. I'm just holding bricks in my hands. Instead of going and buying 2.5-pound weights where they overcharge you per pound, just find a brick. Or if you have bottles at home, I will use empty jugs and fill those with water. They equate to weight. You can fill them with sand. That equates to weight. So there's plenty of things to do. And just lifting your own body weight is a fantastic thing to do when you're talking about the world as a gym. So I hope this finds everybody in your place, pursuit or beginnings of total health, mind, body, and soul. And please keep in mind that your health and fitness are not the same, but you really got to work hard to align them both so you have a quality, fantastic opportunity for longevity and happiness. And, like we like to say here, HWPO, and that means hard work pays off. And this is the Impact Athletics Association. Guys, please leave your ace up the sleeve, your advice, comment, experience in the chat. Let me know what you think. And we can just have a fantastic conversation and we'll go from there. But in the meantime, I'm going to leave a couple of other videos and that subscription button. So share it with your friends, click on some, and stick around. We'll see you soon.